Hey guys, this is Michael with Mealey Marine, and in today's video, this is the start of a new restoration project. So glad I found this boat. This is a 1994 Champion 201 DCX, a 20-foot dual console Champion. It has a tandem axle trailer and a 225 Mercury Black Max on the back. This boat is in a little bit better condition than what we have been looking for, but it's been so hard to find a boat, and this boat was very reasonably priced, and I'm thinking just doing a couple things to it and making some money. So yeah, let's go ahead, let's do a walkthrough. We'll walk around the outside of the boat, show you what's already on the boat, and then we'll climb up inside and go from there. All right, first thing, let's start with the trailer. Trailer's in rough shape. Not too bad, but you know, just some cosmetic things. We have it's a C-channel trailer, which is really nice. It means it's not rotting from the inside. It has the like brake actuator here, and you know, it has a new winch, needs a new jack. The bunks are a little scary. Bunks are being held on with some bungee cords. So yeah, you know, gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Moving on back, we have a little dent in this fender right here, nothing too major. Again, some more rust. All the lights so far have worked from my experience. Wheels look great. I kind of dig this style of wheel, especially for this boat. And then pretty much the hubs are shot. This thing sounds like a crying baby being driven down the street, and it squeaks, and it's unbearable. This has drum brakes, which is going to be interesting. We'll try to repair them, or we'll just go ahead and switch out to disc brakes, just whatever works best. So yep, that's pretty much it for the trailer. Like, it's not terrible. You know, it definitely will get you from point A to point B. This gentleman had been driving it around. He drove from Missouri down to here, so it can't be that bad, but definitely needs some work. So let's go ahead, let's go up here to the boat. Up here at the bow, it has a Minn Kota Fortrex. This is a 24 volt trolling motor, 80 pounds of thrust. Good little trolling motor. I have the 36 volt version of this on my boat, 110. Has a recessed tray, very nice. This barely fits, so we might go ahead and replace this. The trim works, but power's not on. The nav light works, but it only works up here. It doesn't work at the console, and you got a cigarette lighter. I don't know if that works, and I have no idea what those two switches do. And then that temp gauge does work, so that's pretty cool. He redid the carpet recently with this black carpet, which looks really good. I have an all black Ranger, and black carpet looks really good when it's clean, looks terrible when it's not. So we're probably going to leave the carpet. These are his pedestal seats. So how this works is it has a square base. You drop the square base in, you push it back, and then you tighten it, and it stays in there nice. Just needs a little bit of powder coat on there. This box is original. Okay, let's go ahead and get it open. I have to pull this. I can get it open. So this box is original, and it rained really hard yesterday, so everything is soaking wet. This is an original box. This is not original. He built this on, and he did a really good job. The only part is this. We're gonna fix that. I definitely think it's a good add-on. It adds a lot more space, storage space, and this deck is huge. This thing is really big. Me and my friend Ike took this fishing the day after we bought it, and this boat fishes so well. It tilts a little bit more than a modern boat because it's so skinny, but me and him, we just went like straight to fishing, didn't have to really worry about anything, and it's a really good boat to fish out of. So I'm really excited to work on it. So we have that compartment there. The rod lockers, you can pretty much fit your whole family in here if you need to. You know, if the kids are being unruly, just shove them in here. The only thing, he has these like tabs which I don't know if that's original or if that's how they were. Kind of a pain in the butt if they get stuck, but we got some water in there. Not sure if you guys can see that. Yep, some standing water in there. So yeah, we got that. Moving on back, we have another seat post that he put in, which is kind of cool. Like I said, the boat's so big, you can have two seat posts in here, pedestal seats. And then we have a storage compartment right here that he has a little battery. He ran his graphs off that battery. There's a step that he built. I'm not sure if the step works. And yeah, the gel coat is in pretty good condition on the white, but on the black, it's all cracked. Now, I'm not an expert on gel coat. I talked to a friend, and we think that this is the clear on top of it that is cracked. You know, we got some stress cracks here, but nothing too major. So I'm gonna try to buff it out. We're gonna try to make it shiny. If it doesn't work, we're gonna get a quote on just redoing this with like a wrapped vinyl. Go down and redo all the black, just with solid black, or we'll just leave it because it's really not that big of a deal. Moving on, something that I always look for is original windshields or windshields that work, that are not damaged, which these are not, which is very nice. On the side of the boat, what I think is really cool is like how deep the accent is. I think that's really cool. Modern boats have that, but it's not as like defined and sharp as that is. The only thing that I don't like on this whole boat is, I guess, the old cover. Like, it just makes no sense to me. So we're gonna look into that. We're gonna see what we're gonna do, because they're riveted in there. We might just leave it. I'll talk about the purpose of this boat towards the end of the video. We'll keep walking around. All the trim pieces look really good. All the cleats. Moving on the back, we got, I believe this one's Livewell pump out, and the other side is bilge. We got our nav lights on the front of the boat. I didn't show you guys. He has the LED nav light strips, really nice. We have oil for the two-stroke, the vent, and then on the back of the boat here we have a Mercury 225 Black Max. It's a two-stroke, and it has a 4-blade trophy. It's on a jack plate, a manual jack plate, and I would say that's like a 4-inch jack plate, maybe 6-inch. I'm terrible at measurements. And when we took this out, it did about 50. So we're gonna check some things on the motor, maybe play around with some props, maybe some motor height, and see what we can do. I just felt like I wasn't getting much throttle. We were only getting just shy of 5,000 RPM. So there's definitely a lot more in this motor and in this boat. Just gotta figure it out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's walk around this side. We got the outgoing vent, and then 2 fuel tanks. We got the main fuel tank, and then like an auxiliary fuel tank up underneath the seats, which I'll show you guys. And then we have live wells on either side, which, obviously back in the 90s, y'all didn't care about fishing out of the back of the boat. Y'all were a lot more friendly back then, maybe. And there's a divider. And yeah, the only thing I haven't got to work is the live well pump. So everything else on this boat works. Speedo doesn't work. That's about it. Everything else works so far. And so yeah, let's go ahead and hop inside, and we'll go from there. All right, up here on the inside of the boat, obviously, same thing, foot tray, all that. Let's go ahead and let's open the port rod locker. This thing is soaking wet as well. Like I said, we had a lot of rain. That's where that is. The nav light, and this thing is huge. I would say it's about 5 feet-ish. I'm 6 foot tall. I think if I laid down, my head would not make it. But so we have that. The original storage compartment, which these things, we got that right there. This is the add-on that he did. it's fairly nice. It's all caulked in. Just need to replace it, do some plumbing, and yeah, that'll be good. Moving on to the back, another little small storage area with a like clamp down latch, strap down latch. He has LED lights. They all worked when I picked them up, and then I went fishing, and now that one doesn't work. It's just a wire connection, 100%. And then we already opened this one. This one's huge, ginormous. Got the Champion stickers, pretty good condition. Lake Fork tackle. We have some blown out speakers. And then I would say the only downside to this boat, like, give me a couple more inches that way, and this would be the perfect boat. I'm 6'3", and as you guys can see, if I sit like this, I don't fit. I gotta do like one of these numbers, and my knees are gonna get obliterated. Got a little cigarette, not cigarette, got a little storage container here, and this is a screw for the windshield. Got that. We got a USB over here. We got like a little storage tray right there. Same thing over there. We have main power. We have nav and anchor light, which this one doesn't seem to work. We have our bilge. We have our horn. And we have our panel lights. Those work. Here's the front deck LEDs. And that one doesn't work. We have some red up underneath the console here. And then you can't really tell, but there's a white LED light up underneath as well. Let's move on. He has the LeBrock seats, Champion seats. Just need a little bit of detail, a little bit of love, but they fit in there quite nicely. This one folds up like this, a little cooler area. This one folds up, access to the tank, and this one folds up, access to the tank, and then the fuel sender. So we got that right there. We have a controller, our Livewell control area, and I like things light up. I think this one's fuel right here. And then these are Livewells, but I've never been able to like actually get them to do anything. We got our trim gauge down there, and then over here we have our tack, our speedo, our pressure, and our fuel. All those work except for our speedo. We got a little tray right there, and all our wiring. And then there is all of our fuses, or circuit breakers. So yeah, we got that. He took his fish finder off. Looks like junk. Moving on back. I already showed you guys the live wells. There's a live well here, live well there. They connect in the middle. And there's a ginormous back compartment. I'm gonna hop out of the boat to show you guys. I gotta hold this open, but we got the fuel tank. It wraps around, goes over there. We have our circuit breakers for our trolling motor. Our that's a 2-bank charger for 3 batteries. So we got that. We have our oil reservoir. That's our cranking battery. Those are our 2 trolling motor batteries. And then that little black box is a charger. And that's about it for back here, honestly. I'm gonna assume you take that off, and that's where our live well pump is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Only thing left is we got our fuel selector there, and this switch does not work because it's broken. But this is such a terrible design, because this, when you open it all the way, it hits that light. So I don't know why you would do that, like, really, you know. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. the goal for this is not a complete full restoration. I don't think this boat needs it. Pretty much everything works. It's in really good shape. The transom is rock solid. The trailer just needs a little bit of work, switches, little things like that, and then we're gonna put it back up for sale, make some money real quick, and we're gonna try to find a more beat up boat. Uh, it just, when I saw this boat, and I've been looking for a 20-foot champion and for it to be in Houston, and the price that the gentleman was asking for, I just said, like, the way that this boat sits, I really think I could stand to do a couple upgrades and make this thing look really, really pretty. And a lot of people like this model champion. So that's the plan. You're not going to see us take top caps off or redo all the wiring or anything like that. This is going to kind of be like a quick flip type deal. So I hope you guys stick around and follow along. It's still going to look 100 times different than when you first see it in this video. So stick around, watch all the videos. If you guys like the content, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. That means a lot. It really helps us out, helps us grow, and helps more people learn how to fix their boats and give them ideas for restoring their boat. And please be sure to check back next week for a video. Until then, guys.